Oh boy, it looks like they finally fixed the whole mood and stable care thing. Whoops. Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge and happy Wednesday update day. Today we have a brand new horse, we have a little bit of quest, and we have some new tack. So let's get into it. So before we actually get started, I have to address something. So there have been a bunch of bug fixes today. We'll get into that later, but apparently one of the ones that was fixed was the mood issue. I think food wasn't actually contributing to taking care of your horse for a little while during the winter festival. So because of that, you couldn't actually complete your care to increase your horse's mood. So my guess is until they could fix that, they just made mood not decay. Well, we all logged in today after not doing stable care for 5 weeks, and all of our horses are sad. So yeah, stable care is once again a thing that you have to do. But what I wanted to address is that this is Supernova, and as you know, Supernova is my horse that I'm only supposed to gain experience from doing the weekly updates. And I accidentally picked their host because I forgot that it gives experience. So, oopsies, my bad. That said, if your horse is like super sad and you want it to be not so sad, here's how you do that quickly and without going to the vet. So I have Wild Witch. Wild Witch is sad. I have already purchased Stable Care, which is good and fine. It's 7 star coins. But as you can tell, they're still sad because they have to do that for like 5 days before they're actually happy. Until I want to say a couple months ago, because what you can do is if you have purchased stable care and you do your stable care in addition, your horse's mood will actually increase 1 for each bit of stable care that you do. See, little fun fact for you. I'm still down 2, but by tomorrow that'll be fixed. And that's why I picked Supernova's hooves, but I'm gonna not do the rest for the sake of the experiment. Although my experiment might also be flawed because I have to go run through Hollowwoods, and those fireflies will give me experience, so I can't really avoid that. But anyways, we're going to Hollowwoods because the new horse, the Ardennes, has been released, so let's go check out all the coat colors. Paired with the unhappiness and being level 1, I really hope you level up today to be at least a little bit faster. But I have a feeling that you will, and not just due to my own unintelligence. Dang it. Dang it. So the Ardennes are stationed in the back of Valedale where the rest of the horses are, over on the left side from the bridge. When you're crossing it, there are 3 pretty much on display, but there are 7 coat colors total. So all 7 are available in Valedale, with 1 of them being available in Fort Pinta. Flax and Chestnut, be still my heart. If I get one, I'm definitely gonna get this one. Flax and Chestnut's just my favorite, okay? Now this one wasn't stated in the news, but it was stated in the next up in Jorvik. We'll talk about that later too. But apparently, we also have some new tack for in the game. I believe it's in Global Shop. Ooh! Oh no. I'm gonna have to buy it all. Yeah, so, Supernova, I hope you're not attached to the tack set that I literally just bought for you, but they just came out with a new celestial themed tack set, and with you being my space horse, I think the moon and the stars are flippin' perfect. Or I might just have to do a little mixy-matchy. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, I love this saddle pad with the moon and the stars. But I mean, we also have Night Dust saddle pad. And I've always wanted to use Night Dust saddle pad. But this one has stats. Oh, it's so pretty. And I've always wanted to use an Iberian saddle, and this one's got moon and stars on it. Oh, it's so perfect. Alright, we will have to think about this. Maybe, can I put this up to a poll? I don't even know if my video, can I have polls in the corner? I don't know. If I can, there will be a poll there. You tell me, do I switch to this new tack set, which is the Moonlit Night set? Oh, they all have different names. Okay, well, I will also eventually get this black and gold one just because it makes my heart happy. But yeah, I think, I mean, they also do have blue and gold. Blue and gold is also very pretty. I kind of went for like a silver vibe with you though, so. Oh, but that is so pretty. I'm gonna leave it in the poll if I have a poll. Switch over to a mix of the black and silver and blue and silver new Moonlit set, or stick with Night Dust Saddle Pad and the Starry New Year set that I have going on. I will save up the Jorvik shillings to make this happen. So we did get a new roadmap last week that details all the things that are coming in the next couple of weeks. And honestly, some of them, I'm very excited for these next couple of weeks in Star Stable. I've got to be honest with you. But next week, we are getting a continuation of the main story quest. We have Fripp's Agents 2 coming. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But to prepare for the new quest, we actually have a new story snack. So let's head over to Fort Maria Library and go see what Fripp has to say. If you think I'm going to run all the way to Fort Maria with a level 1 horse, absolutely not. Hello, Fripp. Grim Discoveries. Soul Riders, gather around. There's been a surprising turn of events. 375 player experience and 150 horse experience. Alright, this might be faster than I thought. As you know, Avalon has been hard at work translating the large book in the upper levels of the library known as the Jorvika Gigantica. In fact, some of you have taken part in the translation. Me. He means me. Now we have managed to translate and decipher an entire chapter of the book, and with it we have made an ominous discovery. Yes, the life warden tree that you grew is not a friend, but a rogue agent. What does that mean? Her name is Grimborough, and she holds no loyalty to Aideen or anyone else from what the pages tell us. So what's stopping her from aiding the Vala, or worse, the Dark Riders too? A corrupted life warden tree. Can we go talk to her and see what she has to say? That's precisely what we need to do. All life wardens are bound to repay their debts, whether aligned to Aideen or not. As you grew this precious tree, chances are she may trust you. Life wardens see more than we can, so she might be convinced to reveal information about the Dark Riders, the Chaos Vortex, and even Garnock. We've got this. Let's ride out to the Forgotten Fields and see what Grimborough has to say. They all just left me in the dust? Alright, that's cool. Humans, approach me. Yeah, we're here if you don't mind. You hear me? You see me? It's been so long since your kind has noticed me. We've come to ask you some things. No, I will not lower myself to speak with mere mortals. It was your kind that felled me in the first place for hundreds of years. Humans have been all but forgotten I existed. We haven't forgotten you, and besides, we helped regrow you, not cut you down. Is that so? Well, prove it. What's my name? Your name is Grimborough. Yeah, I'm Grimborough. So it was you who restored me, and in return, I saved you in Devil's Gap by growing the roots to help you retreat from the Chaos Vortex. That was you? Thanks. I don't know how we would have gotten out otherwise. We're even now. A life warden always repays their debts and expects the same in return. You came here to ask something of me. My patience has already worn thin, so choose your questions wisely, as I will not answer them all. I need to choose my questions wisely, as Grimborough won't answer all of them. I want to ask... Oh man. Tell us about the Wild Weave. What is your connection to the other life warden trees? Is there anything you're worried about? And were you sentient this entire time you were a seed? I guess anything that they're worried about. Something malignant is eating away at the Wild Weave. It wasn't here the last time I was awake, but it has been here for some time now. It drains our precious network, rots our roots, and casts a blight on our pathways. It slowly extinguishes Aideen's light, but where is it? There, tangled in the brambletween. The very antithesis of your kind. Once freed, she will wreak havoc on all. Beware. There's something else beyond the borders of the Wild Weave. Not here, but somewhere no soul may reach. Dark forces are at work, building something grand. Okay, well, if you're saying that there's an issue with the Wild Weave, maybe we ask about that next. The Wild Weave, as you humans call it, is a vast root network that lies in the gap between your realm and the other domain of Pandoria. It is there that the roots of all life warden trees, otherwise known as primeval trees, connect seamlessly and communicate with each other. The Wild Weave has existed since the dawn of Jorvik, when Aideen planted the life warden seeds across the island to protect and nurture the land, and to stand as guardians to protect against the darker forces. But the world is not as black and white as it once was. Behind every light lies a shadow, after all. And so some of us chose to forge our own paths. The druids may look down on my decision to stray from Aideen, but I have my reasons. What's your connection to the other life warden trees? My root brothers and sisters may be leagues apart above land, but below the ground our roots converge into one. We see all, hear all, and know all. Time and space blend seamlessly. However, I'm not always in agreement with my fellow life wardens. Are all humans on the same path? Just because we're trees doesn't mean we have the same goal. The same goes for you humans, dark and soul riders alike. That is all I will say, as there is some knowledge for only us to bear. God dang it, I want to know that. I want to know more about that one. Were you sentient the entire time you were a seed? An interesting question, though that is a story for another time. Just know that I have seen it all. I have made pacts with witches and druids alike and watched them fall as they always do. Yes, I have lived through what you humans would call history. To me, they are merely blips in time. I'm done answering questions. Now, if you let me rest, I wish to reach out to my root brothers and sisters. Grimborough more like Grump Branch. Jokes aside, the evil she said is poisoning the Wildweave. It's the fourth Dark Rider, isn't it? There's no other explanation, and what she said about Dark Forces building something, it confirms Fripp's suspicions that the Dark Rider is constructing the portal to unleash Garnock. We need to get back to the druids with this news. I gotta walk all the way back. Also, very misleading, Warden Tree, because you said you weren't going to answer all my questions, and you did. It's worse than I thought. The Dark Riders are building a portal that will free Garnock and may very well overtake the race between light and dark. To make matters worse, the fourth Dark Rider is trapped in an unknown place called the Brambletween. We must continue to explore the Wildweave to see if they are connected in any way. We must choose our next steps wisely. One wrong move and the fragile balance of power could collapse, hurtling us into chaos and discord. Oh, dang. Alright, it's level up time, guys. Ooh, finally, faster gallop. Let's go. Alright, so that was the story snack. We are now fully prepped for next week's... I mean, are we fully prepped for next week's quest? Because, I mean, I'm curious. We did get little teasers of the fourth Dark Rider, so I'm wondering if they'll actually come into play in the next quest or not. We'll see. Now, speaking of the upcoming quest, let's talk about everything that's coming up over the next couple of weeks in Jorvik. So, January 10th, that is today's update. We've already covered that one. January 17th, Fripp's Agents 2, the epic missions continue. Fripp has heard of strange, possibly evil activity that enlists the Soul Riders to check it out. We only hope nothing catastrophic happens. Okay. I guess we'll see what unfolds next week in the main story quest. The week after that, January 24th, Path of Terra. The snow doesn't bother the wildlife in the Hollow Woods, so why not get your green thumb out early? Meet Gaia, our garden guide, and learn more about our third path in the Hollow Woods. This will unlock the final path of the new Druid magic system, so we'll get to learn all about that on January 24th. And finally, January 31st, Waltz of the Fireflies. Collect light by speeding through Hollow Woods. Meet some new faces needing help gathering the fireflies. It'll be worth you and your horse's time. I'm guessing this is just going to be a lot of player and horse experience, though I'm not exactly sure what it entails. So we will find out more on January 31st. And while we are on the Star Stable website, we might as well look over the bug fixes. So January 10th has fixed an issue where the London Fog set was incorrectly locked in the Global Store. It should be in the Global Store now. Fixed an issue where the London Fog top was not connected to the player character's neck. Okay, so visual bug. Fixed so horses dance animation loops. I don't even know how you get your horse to dance reliably. Fixed an issue where the new bonus shop item wasn't available. Oh, we do have to go check out the bonus shop. Fixed an audio issue with Zoni and Vega not playing their zebra sounds. Resolved the issue where the horse care from the radio menu on Android wasn't working. Resolved the issue where Violet was occasionally placed underground in Dundle. Alright, so those are our bug fixes. So the last thing we have to do is go check out what's new in the bonus shop. Ooh, Royal Ascot Dressage Jacket. Ooh, that's stunning. I love the detail on the back. That's really pretty. I guess it looks like the Royal Ascot Dressage set is going to be our new Global Shot set for this year, which is very exciting. It's very pretty. That's going to be it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe. I do try to cover every single update. Don't forget to vote in that poll, and I will see you all in next week's video. Bye!